This offseason, the Minnesota Vikings decided to make a move or an addition to the running back room. That was signing former Green Bay Packer running back Aaron Jones. Now, everyone loved this acquisition because the run game for Minnesota has been or was absolutely awful last year with Alexander Madison. So we needed the change. The only thing that would maybe make a fan upset or say, why would we make this decision? Would be the injury history that Aaron Jones has had. The last couple seasons, he's missed a handful of games with hamstring injuries or just other things popping up. And this year, he's already had to miss some time because of an injury not too long ago. Well, during yesterday's matchup against the Jacksonville Jaguars, Aaron Jones was yet hurt once again. And everyone was going, oh no, what's happening? Do we just lose him for a couple more games? We really didn't get any updates during the game until later, where we seen that he was being carted to the locker room. Then all of a sudden he's back in, he's running a play or two or three. And we're like, okay, so what actually happened? What's going on? Well, we have some clarity on the situation and an update on the Aaron Jones injury status. So before we get to that, make sure to check out our affiliate partner, Green Gridiron, if you want one of these mini helmets. If you're a fan of the Minnesota Vikings, you can get your very own Viking mini helmet. You can get a legit big helmet. You know, they have the authentic ones, the replicas. They have NFL, they have college, they have fully customizable helmets. They have literally helmets you can wear on a football field and play an actual game with. So if you're a high school kid that needs a new helmet, Green Gridiron is the place for you. Make sure to hit the link I have in the description or pinned in the comment section and use promo code MINSYN, MINSYN, at checkout for a discount on your purchase. So what's the situation with Aaron Jones and his apparent chest injury that he suffered against the Jacksonville Jaguars? Well, Vikings running back Aaron Jones took a helmet to the ribs and was in some pain in the third quarter of Sunday's win over the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, he stayed down for a bit, and then, well, actually he got up and couldn't walk off the field because he was in that much pain. But then he went to the blue medical tent on the sideline. Now, Aaron Jones looked ready to come back in after that, but then the Fox broadcast showed him being carted off the field. As it turned out, well, he was just being taken for x-rays, which I think we all assumed that was going to be the case, right? It's a rib injury. You've seen the shot. They were talking about it. You're like, okay, probably going to go make sure nothing's broken. Make sure no ribs were broken at that point in time. That's what he was going to do. But it took some time for him to come back. Why was he carted? Like, couldn't he have just walked to the locker room? I know I've never suffered a rib injury. I'm sure it's pretty painful. But Aaron Jones did tell Kay Adams on Monday that the only reason I got carted off was because the x-ray machine was on the whole other side of the stadium. Okay. If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have gotten carted off. He probably would have walked into the back, you know, like where they normally come out of the tunnel and just get an x-ray real quick, and he would have been back even sooner. But since it was on the other side of the stadium, he had to hop on a cart to make it a little bit quicker so that he was back in time to maybe see some action yet again. Now, after x-rays showed no damage, he was able to return and handle 4 carries in the final minutes of the Vikings victory. Now, Aaron Jones finished the game with 101 yards from scrimmage on 19 touches. He told the Star Tribune, the initial hit, I thought it cracked something. Okay, he was pretty worried, but he says, I'm good. Now, it sounds like Jones should be fine for for this Sunday's game against the Tennessee Titans, which is good news because I'll be there for the Vikings, and that's also good news for the Vikings, I should say, considering how impressive the former Packers running back has been in his first season with the Minnesota Vikings. Now, Aaron Jones is up to 911 yards from scrimmage and 3 touchdowns in 9 games, putting him on pace for a career high in yardage if he's able to stay healthy for the rest of the season, which is just 8 weeks. Now, Aaron Jones did say this after the game. He's a little sore, but mentally is everything. I feel strong. I feel like a lot of people would have checked out, but it's about these guys in this locker room. That's why I went back out there, right? He's fighting for this team. He knows we're in a good spot to win a lot of ball games. At least these next couple ball games we should be able to handle. And he wanted to give the team a little bit extra juice, right? He didn't want to be like, well, I'm just going to take this one off. Plus, it was a nail biter. It was a lot closer than that game should have been. I felt like, Kevin O'Connell said it was going to be a close one at the beginning of it. That's not the mentality I think we should have had. I think this was a game that we should have easily been able to dominate That wasn't the case, but we did come away with a victory. But Aaron Jones' injury status as of right now is that he's good to go. He's okay. He's probably going to take some limited, or he's going to be a limited participant the next couple days in practice, I would assume, to make sure that that rib injury or that chest injury is 100% ready to go and it's healed up for that Tennessee Titans matchup. But Aaron Jones, the only reason he had to get carted off was because the X-ray machine was on the whole other side of the stadium, so there was no need to panic, even though at the time we all definitely did. So you guys let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Drop a like and subscribe to the channel. It'd be much appreciated. And if you would like one of these backlit LED Minnesota Viking 3D logos, hit the link in the description and use promo code VS30 for $30 off your purchase. Have a great rest of your night, folks, and Skol Vikes.